Welcome to the Sound Design
Absolutely.
Showdown, everyone. Can everyone see my screen in the chat before I continue on? Yes, if you didn't know what was going on somehow, this is the Sound Design Showdown, a fun new sound design contest where you've all formed teams of 3 sound designers and you're going to battle each other in little head-to-head or 3-way battles until only one team remains. So there's 54 teams to sign up, and we're going to narrow it down to one in 1 month of hectic sound design battling goodness. Yeah, shall we have a quick recap of the rules, Greg?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, here we go. Oh, this is great fun. So everybody, welcome to the Sound Design Showdown. In case you didn't know, each round, battling teams will be given a sound design prompt, which has been selected by us. We'll announce them in a second. And we'll have to create up to 15 seconds of audio based on their prompt. You cannot make anything longer than 15 seconds. That is the hard cutoff for every single round. So 15 seconds is your max. If you go over that, you're disqualified. Remember that.
But you can absolutely do less. So if you only want to do 5 seconds, that's also totally fine. We won't judge based on the length. But
you can do 1
quality.
second. You can do 0.1 second and you still
That's
might go
also
through.
fine.
So yeah, it's just maximum 15 seconds, but do not feel you need to hit that. Whichever audio creation Greg and Lewis, that's us, will prefer, will advance to the next round. So to clarify, when everything's submitted and we do the live streams next week, me and Greg will just kind of like do a little vote and we'll pick our favorite. If we agree on whoever goes through, then they'll just go through. If it's a tie, so we vote on different people, we're going to do a live audience vote. So there's reason to tune into the live streams because you can actually have a say in who goes through to the next round. It will be anonymous. So like we won't be knowing who we're voting for. We'll be like doing team A, then team B. And then after we decide who goes through, we'll decide, well, we'll find out which team advanced. Yeah, audio creations will be judged during a weekly live stream, which is this time every week for the next 4 weeks, including this one. The Monday is at 6 p.m. BST. The judging criteria is, number 1, how good your team respects the prompt. So that's the most important thing, really. It's got to sound like the prompt. If it doesn't, then what's the point? Creative approach. You know, we really value creativity on Air Eagles. I love hearing everyone's creative ideas for Noisevember and March Through Sound and all the contests we've done. So any creative takes in a prompt, personally, I'm going to love that. Production quality, again, kind of speaks for itself. If it's well produced, then we're going to like it. And the last one is storytelling effectiveness. I've seen in a chat, some people can't see the screen, some can. I think most people can. I don't know why you don't, Scott. I'm going to read it out to you anyway, but yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. But yeah, storytelling effectiveness is the last judging criteria. Again, just if you can use sounds to tell a great story within 15 seconds, then that's going to be amazing. And me and Greg are going to judge each of your submissions based on that, and our favorite one's going to go through. After 4 rounds, and each round's going to be 1 week, one team is going to be crowned champions. They're going to win a bunch of cool stuff, including like the Boom 1 sound effect library. And there's also a bunch of second place, third place prizes as well. And for everyone here, 64 people here, that's more than 1 per team. The round 1 deadline for the first round is Sunday, the 10th of September at 12 p.m. BST, so just under 6 days. There may be a little bit of wiggle room if you get in just after, you might be allowed in. It depends on when we start setting up for the judging. So 12 p.m. is your hard cutoff, but maybe if you sneak in afterwards, you'll be okay. But try to do it beforehand, because if you don't submit in time before I do the judging, gathering all the files, I'm just going to eliminate you, I'm afraid. Very sorry. The Sound Design Showdown begins now. Let's assign the prompts. You ready, Greg?
I am ready and excited. We need some drum rolls in the chat, I think.
Absolutely. So this right here is the first battle in Heat A. It's Heat WAV versus Audio Locos. So Ariel Merritt, Eliana, Jose Contreras, Pablo, Bernardo, Miguel. As you can see here, the prompt in the bottom left corner is blacked out. We're going to do a drum roll reveal. Let's see what these 2 teams are going to have to duke it out and create. Ready? Little drum roll. Raindrops turning into a rainbow. What do you think of that, Greg?
I love this prompt. I think this is going to be an interesting one. Could go many ways.
What does that sound like? I've no idea. I guess we'll have to find out.
If the audio career fails, I think we can be talk show hosts. I think we got this.
I don't think I'm very good at it, to be honest. It's all bells and whistles. Okay, good luck to these two teams. I can't wait to hear what you come up with, the raindrops turning into a rainbow. We got 26 more, so let's get going. The next battle, their Great 08 versus Wiggly Air Any Percent. So this is Presley Hines' team and Jin Kong's team. They are going to be making the sounds for a donkey is launched from a cannon into a volcano.
I can't wait for this one either. This is going to be a good one. I would have loved to get this prompt if I was one of the teams, to be honest.
This is a fun prompt. Thank you so much to John for submitting this prompt. I love this one. I thought it's going to be very fun. Please do not actually launch any donkeys from cannons into volcanoes. If you do that, that's some minus points, to be honest. Okay, next up. Quantum.
Excellent source collection, though.
yeah, I think a sound library to give away. Quantum, Sonic and Santi versus the Knobs. What a team name. So yeah, again, here we go. Who is this going to be? A horse-sized duck. From the old classic, would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? I don't know what this is going to sound like. You're going to add some giant duck footsteps, going to create a horse-duck vocal combo. Who knows? But I can't wait to hear what you come up with. Good luck with that. Yeah, sorry, Jamie. That's a bit of a weird one.
It's going to be good. Oh, yeah, that's it. I just, that meme where the duck is like running to the, and you can insert it wherever. I can't wait for that.
Good luck, folks. That's going to be hard. Right, low mid meta versus the Sound Slingers. Here we go. What's it going to be? Another drum roll. A spider eating spaghetti. God, these are really difficult now I think about it. Thank you very much to Steve Simpson for submitting this prompt. But as soon as you submitted it, I thought it sounded hilarious. God knows what that sounds like. Can't wait to see what you come up with.
I'm expecting like low mid meta as well, to just use like the low mid meta. Maybe that's next year. Like every team, it's just per team name. You have to infuse your style. No, I'm joking.
Okay. Next battle: Signal Grindset versus the Rescan plugins. These are all amazing names, by the way. Like honestly, congratulations. Here we go. The prompt is a busy anthill city, submitted by Samantha. Samantha obviously not taking part in the competition, but submitting some awesome prompts like this. So thank you for taking part. This is a fun one. There's a lot you can do with this. Lots of little stories you can tell. Maybe watch Bug's Life or Ants for some inspiration. Yeah, good luck. Moving on. One of my favorite team names for Darth Vaders. We find your lack of bass disturbing. Versus Flanger Danger. I'm wondering, is there any Flanger Danger? Should that rhyme? Should I call it like Flanger Danger or Flanger Danger? I
would say so. Definitely Flanger Danger.
Well, either way, two great team names. The prompt for these two teams: capturing lightning in a bottle. I'm excited for this one. I want to know if you're going to take it the physical, like literal way of actually having lightning and it gets caught in a bottle, or if you just for just general idea of capturing lightning in a bottle. Lots of options for this one. Not sure what people are going to do. I'm excited to hear it.
Definitely a creative one.
Yeah, totally. Next up, Signal Boosters versus the Reverberators. Here we go. I know some people are in the chat for this one. Let's see what they get. Unusual object as a lead instrument. Ooh. So this is one of the more musical ones. There's a few music related prompts in here, although we've tried to make them all kind of like have a sound design spin on all the music. Just as a little idea for you all, you don't have to do this, but obviously by signing up to this contest, you all received a free 6-month subscription to Smart SoundCloud, which is like a place you can get library music from. Feel free to grab some like music from Smart SoundCloud and use it within your redesigns or your sound creations. For instance, you can take a song on there and add a weird instrument to the top of it. I don't know what you're going to add to it, but I think the unusual, the better.
Yeah, there was already some good. Helly said,
Sorry.
or someone said toilet. Sorry, Scott said toilet, not Helly, my bad. And yeah, I think that would be interesting for sure.
I would love to hear a toilet, like a toilet solo at the end of Freebird. Okay, here we go. OT Trio versus the Weird Audio Barbies. 2 knights playing rock, paper, scissors. And that was submitted by Ben. Thank you, Ben. This is quite a Foley heavy one, potentially. I don't know what they're playing rock, paper, scissors for. Maybe that you can sneak something in, bit of storytelling about what's going on there. But good luck to these people doing this prompt. Still evaluating versus Dorado, Colorado. A lot of Air Wiggles friends in this battle, so very excited to see what you get. Another little drum roll. Opening a magical pop-up book. That's a fun one. Yeah, I like that. I think you came up with that one, Greg. Rate it.
I don't think so, but you know what? I really love it.
Well,
and I'll
it made it in. Someone came up with that. I don't think
definitely a lot of different ways to take this one as well, I think, because yeah, could go any direction really.
The Avid Profiles versus Soundtown. Let's see what they get. Dragon gets hit by a train.
Next Mr. Beast video.
Yeah. I feel like this one could sound very, very fun. Again, please don't hit any actual dragons with trains. We don't condone animal cruelty. Is a dragon an animal? We don't condone mythical creature cruelty. The 1176ers. I can say what a name. I love that name. That's really good. Versus the Decibel Doctors. Let's see what you get. Arriving in Atlantis.
Ooh, this will be my prompt of choice, to be honest.
Yeah, that is a lot you can do with that potentially. That's a tricky one.
It's so cool as well, just the thought of it. Love it.
Or Lewis. I don't know how you pronounce your name, sorry. But yeah, great prompt. Thank you for that suggestion. Good luck to these teams. Tech Time versus Sonic Boom. This prompt is Cyberpunk body modifications installed. Very nice. Bit of a Deus Ex Machina vibes from this one. I think you can do some really cool stuff with this.
Edge Runner as well.
Nautical Boys versus the Node Surgeons. Here we go. Entering a black hole.
Ooh.
That can be a fun one. Someone should just do silence because there's no sound. The Trim Reapers versus Waveform. Here we go. There's so many prompts. 27. This is just showing how many teams there are signed up to this. 27 battles, 54 teams. Opening a buried treasure chest. But this is quite nice. And that's a classic video game sound, this. A nice chest opening sound. You can make this very, very satisfying if you like.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Bring the Kilohertz versus Dragon Bow. What's it going to be? Futuristic Bow and Arrow. Also submitted by Lewis, or Louis, sorry for getting your name wrong. I like this one. It's a simple one, this one, but you can potentially do some really cool stuff with it. Probably a little bit easier than, say, Arriving in Atlantis, but maybe because if it's an easier prompt, the stands is going to be a bit higher, maybe. I'm not quite sure how it's going to go. Foley Moly, what a name. Oh, and Doors, and I know that Helly and Steve and Scott are in the chat. Or I might linger on this one a little bit, get a super big drum roll, as Doors were the very first team to sign up to the Amazon Showdown. They've got to be wanting to win it. You know, they've been talking a big game. What are they going to do in their first round? Let's find out. Jungle on an alien planet. Nice. I'm going to wait for the reactions for this one. I want to see what people
nervous.
Say.
Nice.
I think this is a fun one. I think you can do some fun. I mean, I love ambiences. You know that, Greg. I'm a huge ambience nerd, and I just think having some cool, fun alien sounds, birds, insects, creatures, plants. Who knows what kind of fun stuff you can do.
I'm just hearing like the Predator sound
Oh
in the
yeah,
distance.
imagine being stalked in an alien jungle. That's a good
Ooh.
one. Yeah. Ooh, lots of fun things you can do with this. Good luck to these teams. Amateur Tools versus Lossless. Lossless is personally my favorite name. I think that is like a perfect pun. So congratulations for coming up with that. Great job. Let's see what prompt you get. An elemental space gun. This was actually the very first prompt we thought of. Just so a nice simple stand you can take in a few directions. You can make it fire, earth, wind. Lots of ways you can take this one. So yeah, good luck to these two teams. Looking forward to what you come up
and
with.
you get to watch Avatar for some inspiration.
Yeah. Three Wise Men versus Puppy Bark. God, there's a lot of battles, isn't there? Judging's going to be a long live stream, bro. Let's see what prompt these get. Sushi making montage. Right. I don't know what I was thinking when I made this prompt, but I'm excited to hear what kind of stuff you come up with. A bit of a weird one. I want to hear some sushi being made. Good luck. The Resonators versus Infinity Door. Let's see what we get. A seed growing into a tree really quickly. How quickly? I guess that's a question. You've got up to 15 seconds. It's going to be like a time lapse, a super tree, a magic tree. We don't know.
Yeah, this is a cool one as well. I love organic stuff.
It's quite hard to do organic as well, I find, like trees growing. It's kind of because it doesn't make a sound in real life, but everyone knows the sound it makes in films. So yeah, it's a tricky one to get that. Good luck, teams.
Definitely.
The Vibration Virtuosos versus LFE Not Sub. Let's see what you're going to get. Giant squid sinks a pirate ship. Guys, again, that's a nice one. A lot of room there for kind of collaboration of different bits. You know, the ocean, the pirate ship, the giant squid with vocalizations. A lot of stuff you can do with that one. Super excited to hear this.
It's another one of my favorites, but I think I just like water-based stuff.
I like squid-based stuff. I'm very excited to hear some of these. Again, next Monday when we're going through these, all of these submissions, that's going to be a blast. It's going to be a long blast. It's going to be a very delayed, drawn-out blast, but I can't wait to hear some of these. The Noise Ninjas versus Phantom Interface. This is quite a matchup, can I just say. The prompt for these two teams. I think I know what this one is, actually. I think I remember. Motorcycle jousting.
Yeah. This is great. This is excellent.
This can potentially sound really, really cool. And maybe could even spawn a new sport. Maybe it exists. I made it up, but it might exist, motorcycle jousting. I imagine it's quite a high casualty rate.
Probably does exist somewhere.
Yeah. Maybe if it did exist, it probably got banned pretty quickly afterwards, I reckon. Nickel Harper, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, versus the Audio Amigos. Oh, the Audio Amigos. Again, it's another one of our Senate teams. John, Sergio, and Lewis. I know they're going to be wanting to go far into this competition. Do they have what it takes? And I do like their slogan of, we're here to chew gum and make wabs, and we're all out of gum. Let's see, Lewis, what are you going to get? The most over-engineered and incredibly unnecessary weapon. That's quite a fun one. And that's submitted by Aidan Hall, who very kindly submitted this. This is a great prompt. Thank you, Aidan. So much potential for doing this stuff.
If this is going to go into sci-fi or like some other totally different territory, because could be anything.
Yeah, really curious. I've got high standards for you, Lewis, John, and Sergey. I'm expecting big things. The Brown Notes versus the Outcasts. Here we go. An electric car from 2077. Little step into the future. That's submitted by Ben Harding, so thank you very much for the submission. Electric cars pretty hard to design, in my opinion. I struggle with it quite a lot personally.
Electric cars are definitely difficult, but they're also super fun. And I think especially when you have some playing room and don't have to, I guess, follow regulations and laws. And in this case, you don't. So it's awesome.
What do you think a car in the future is going to sound like, Greg? Silent, boring, or like just crazy?
It's probably gonna be it's gonna be a mix of silent and crazy, probably. Interior, what the person hears is gonna be crazy versus probably what the people outside are gonna hear is very silent, most likely.
Interesting glimpse into the future there.
We'll see.
Here we go. Next battle: Luffs or LUFS versus Stereotypes. It's another good name. The prompt is the bottom of the Mariana Trench. Now that's a tricky one. If you didn't know, the Mariana Trench is the deepest ever trench in the ocean. I don't think any human's gone down there, right?
I'm sure they haven't, but I think some measuring thing has gone down there probably. But yeah, another cool, interesting sea water based one. This is yeah, exactly 15 seconds of interesting silence. Spot on. Just like high pressure, like distortion. Because you're being crushed by I don't know how many atmospheres.
Pure distortion. Just a sine wave with a million like decapitators on it. Always be clipping first maximum volume. Let's see what prompt these two teams have. Explosion in a toy factory. And this is a fun one. I liked this prompt a lot. So thank you for Sergey for submitting this one. Yeah. What kind of toys?
Is definitely cool.
Yeah, I'd love to hear some crazy toys and explosions going on. Actually, there's not many explosion-based prompts you've got. I think maybe you should have some more explosions in the next few rounds because just an explosion is so satisfying. Yeah, good luck to these two teams.
15 seconds of explosion.
Don't hit record versus the Tone Rangers. It's another one of our pre-sign-up teams of the Senate members, Katharina, Aaron, and Aidan. So I bet you're very curious to see what prompt you've got. I'll give it a bit more. Get more tension for this one as well. Let the drum rolls come in.
Drum rolls.
Let's see what we get. Here we go. Two insects having a conversation. Oh, no, that is interesting. Good luck with this one.
They should definitely be trash talking each other.
I would love to see, in general, I would love to see some more trash talk, everyone. Like, it's very much encouraged. I'm actually considering adding a prize for the best trash talk over the contest.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah, good luck with this one, folks. Looking forward to seeing what you come up with. Team name final16.wav. Great team name. Versus the Transients. I think this might be the last one. I don't know for sure. Let's see what we've got. 8-bit game character squares off against a AAA Mega Beast boss. That was from Scott VR. Thank you, Scott, because I loved this prompt. I can't wait.
Phenomenal. This prompt for sure. And yeah, it's also, this is going to be so interesting in terms of like the positioning of the audio listener, the perspective and all of that stuff.
Yeah, super creative as well.
Yeah,
I really like the look of this one. If I was on one of these teams, I'd probably say, I'll do the 8-bit character, you lot do all the other stuff. That's how I'd split up personally.
See, I'm curious to know what everyone's favorite prompt is as well. I'd love to know that.
Yeah, absolutely. Out of all the prompts, are you happy with what you got, everybody? Are you kind of dreading what you've got?
Hopefully, because you don't have any choice. The decision has been made.
There's no swapping, I'm afraid. That is all the prompts and all the battles. So if you missed it, then just go and rewatch the stream. We're going to do a post in a second as well. We'll be posting all the prompts so you can catch it as well. This is the bracket. I'm aware this is probably quite hard to see. There's so many teams. The text has to be so small. So the first round, everyone's obviously in these kind of head-to-head battles. 27 teams are going to go through. 27 teams are going to go out. And then from there, each round is a 3-way battle where only one team goes through. So it's a difficult contest to get far into, honestly. Like, about 80% be out by the second round. So yeah, huge congrats if you get, congrats for signing up anyway, but like getting through even just one round is a tricky task in this. So good luck to everybody. Yeah, excited to see who goes all the way.
Yep. Definitely best of luck. It's a hard tournament, but the stakes are very high, and just also another huge shout out to Boom Library and a Sound Effect for sponsoring this, and just a reminder for everyone that Lewis has sent some download codes for the initial prizes that you get just for competing. So definitely check those out. They're also in the group chats and Air Wiggles if you didn't receive an email, or if it went to spam or whatever. So either one.
Yeah, so every single team should have a group chat created by us on Air Wiggles. It will just be called SDS and then your team name. SDS stands for Sound Design Showdown, obviously. So you can use that to communicate with each other and with us. You can also communicate any other way you like. That's fine by us. I also did email everybody, I think everybody, the other day, which has links to kind of like the submission form. So to clarify, when you do your sounds, you're free to like submit anything and like share anything on any social media. You can post things in progress if you desire, etc. Me and Greg are going to be making an active effort to not listen to anything until the judging, so we won't be able to hear anything. But in order to actually submit your audio into the contest, you have to use the submission form we emailed you. If you post it on Air Wiggles but don't go through the form, it doesn't count because you won't be able to keep up with it all. So yeah, I'll make sure to post lots of reminders about this well over the week. So yes, good luck everybody. I'm super excited to see what you all come up with. And remember, you've got till Sunday at midday this week. You've got 6 days. So go have a call with your team, connect, figure out how you're going to split up the work, and figure out how you're going to win, how you're going to take it all the way.
Yeah, and bonus points as well for people who make some behind-the-scenes videos of recording those horse-sized ducks and giving those spiders dinner. We definitely need to see that. So yeah, if anyone's got some cool processes, feel free to share them. Here's the place, obviously, and I'm super excited to hear everyone's awesome work. If you have any questions at all, feel free to just message in the group chat, or even and tag me and Lewis, or better, just DM us, or post in the Sound Design Showdown or in the questions tab, and we'll find you and be able to answer anything.
Yeah, if you have any questions now, by the way, quickly get them in, because I just wanted to quickly let you all know, if you already know, we have a lot of prizes going for this contest. We have a first place prize, which you all know. We have a second place prize. We have a new prize, which was the submission of the Showdown. So if you didn't know, at some point over the 4 weeks, Greg and I will pick just our favorite individual submission. That'll win a prize as well. That'll be revealed in the last live stream. We also have a best team name prize. And if you didn't know, we have a straw poll going. I'm going to post it in the chat now. Best team name prize. So obviously everyone's come up with some amazing team names, 54 incredible team names. Go to the poll and just vote on like some of your favorite ones. And at the end of the contest, whichever has the most votes will also win a prize. And also there's another prize which anyone can enter. Super simple. If you post with a hashtag Sound Design Showdown on any other social media platform, whether it's Twitter or X or Instagram or LinkedIn or TikTok or whatever, we're going to do a raffle where we just kind of pick a random person who's tweeted about the posted about the Sound Design Showdown, and you'll also win a prize. Prizes to get a hold of. And again, for those of you who have participated, I've obviously seen that I've been making graphics for you all to kind of share on social media. All the graphics we just went through of like the battles will also be uploaded to the drive. I'll send you a link in a moment. So feel free to share them with people, share everyone what kind of battles you're going to be partaking this week. And yes, Scott, you can just use the hashtag on Air Wiggles if you like.
Awesome. Well, I think then there's probably no questions at the moment, so
yeah, I can't see any. The only question I can see is, can a finalist actually do a motorcycle joust as part of the competition? And I'm going to say no, don't do that. I don't want any deaths on our hands.
But if you do record it and put it under Sound Design Showdown,
that's a good way to get some free press.
Yeah, and you will guaranteed win that raffle.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody. I can't wait to see what you come up with. I'll be making some posts in a minute to just kind of repost everything and let you all know if you've missed anything. But yeah, good luck, everybody. I'll see you all this time next week to see who goes through to the second round, the round of 16. or of a round of quarterfinal. Sorry. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. We're excited, and see you next week. Same place. No, different place, same time. But we'll create an event, and then you'll click on the link there, and it'll take you to YouTube. So there we can listen to them together.
Awesome.
Have a good
Great
one.
stuff, everyone. Bye.
Bye.